The Mandela Effect got its name when Fiona Brome, a self-identified paranormal consultant, detailed how she remembered former South African President Nelson Mandela dying in the 1980s in prison, although Mandela lived until 2013. She could describe remembering news coverage of his death, and even the speech from his widow about his death. Millions of other people remember the exact same thing. However, none of it happened. Another way to describe the Mandela Effect is collective false memories. A large group of people collectively always say a particular saying or memory a certain way. In reality, the truth is different from the memory. Conspiracy theorists, however, believe the Mandela Effect is an example of alternate universes. However, doctors have a much different explanation of memory and how some memories, although vivid, can be false. Some doctors believe that the Mandela Effect is a form of confabulation. A common analogy for confabulation is honest lying. A person creates a false memory without intending to lie or deceive others. Instead, they're attempting to fill in gaps in their own memories. Today on Dehashified, we're going to be talking about some of the most popular examples of the Mandela Effect. What's up, y'all? It's your boy P. Rich, and welcome to Dehashified, the show where we get high as fuck, and we talk about different conspiracies. Today, we're talking about the Mandela Effect. Now, when I first heard about the Mandela Effect, I kind of just dismissed it. I remember when Mandela died. I had to do like a whole report about it in school. So that was kind of weird, but upon further research though, a few things kind of did catch my eye, things that I remember as a child that really weren't accurate, like Curious George never had a tail, but I remember him with a tail. The Kit Kat sign with the hyphen in the middle, there never was a hyphen in the middle. So there are a lot of things that I remember that just aren't accurate. Now, you can kind of write it off as false memories, which some people do, but I'm not sure. Maybe there's more to it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get into the most popular Mandela effects, and I'm going to break them down. And at the end of the video, I'm going to give you my final thought and let you know what I think about the Mandela effect. So without further ado, let's get into it. So I always remember the Monopoly man having a monocle growing up. I always played a lot of Monopoly. Like, I went to public schools. I was in latchkey. My mom was always late picking me up from school. So I definitely played a lot of Monopoly growing up. Plus, I liked the way the fake money felt, It felt like I had a real stack. So definitely fuck with the Monopoly. And I remember even like the McDonald's promotion, like that, the Monopoly man had a monocle in the McDonald's promo. So I don't know. I always remember him with it, but apparently he never had one. So I don't know. False memory or parallel universe? Forrest Gump has always been one of my favorite movies growing up. I think a lot of people like Forrest Gump. It's a fucking classic. Who doesn't like Forrest Gump? But the most famous line of the movie is, "Life is like a box of chocolates," or at least that's what we remember it as. Because if you actually go back and watch the movies, he says, "Life was like a box of chocolates." Now, that doesn't even make sense if you think about it, because life was like a box of chocolates implies that you were already dead. Life is like a box of chocolates. It definitely fits better, So, and I definitely remember it as that. Like I said, I saw the movie countless times as a kid. It's one of the only movies I used to watch in my grandma's house. So, I don't really know what's going on here. Is it a false memory? Did I fill it in because life is like a box of chocolates sounds better? And it's like grammatically correct? Or is it a parallel universe? Another Mandela effect is the Fruit of the Loom symbol. Now, I always had a lot of Fruit of the Loom t-shirts growing up, boxers, whatnot. My mom stayed at Kmart back in the 90s, back in the day. And you know, we did a lot of Fruit of the Loom. So I always remember with having the basket and with the fruit. But again, upon my research, never happened. There was never a Fruit of the Loom sign with a basket and the fruit together. So again, it's kind of weird. I don't really remember that. What the fuck? I don't know. So, all in all, the Mandela Effect is definitely something interesting to think about. I don't necessarily know if I believe in it or not, but again, some of the things that I remember as a child aren't historically accurate. Now, again, it could be some sort of false memory where I remember it one way and it was really another way, but I don't know. I mean, who the fuck knows? So let me know what you think in the comments below. Do you believe in the Mandela Effect? Is there anything that you remember as a child that when you looked it up, it really didn't happen like that? Let me know. It's your boy P Rich. Thank y'all for watching. Till next time, y'all. Peace.
Starting off the lot with the dealer plate. Do 100 miles on the interstate. Niggas getting money buying real estate. East side, nigga, that's what